Hi, my name is Jordana, and this is my life page. Today, we're going to be talking about holistic life coaching. But first, let me tell you something about myself. I spent over 10 years working in advertising. I was an executive producer before I started doing life coaching. But before all of that, I was actually into yoga. So for 15 years, I've been on a yoga journey. 9 years ago, I did my first yoga teacher training, and most recently did another one here in India. I incorporate everything that I've learned in both my profession and in my teacher trainings into the work that I do today. It's about being well in all areas of your life. I take both the spiritual perspective as well as looking at career path, relationships, and communication, and I help my clients figure out the best way to live their lives so that they can be true to themselves and absolutely authentic and successful. Really, it can be a blend of many things, but I'll tell you about the education that I've gone through in order to be a holistic life coach. The first is guided meditation. I've taken courses on learning how to teach others guided meditation. First is creative problem solving. Your clients are going to see things a certain way, and you've got to be able to come up with other ways of seeing things and be creative about it. If they're in this hole, how can you get out of it? You've got to come up with some other opportunities or options for them that are outside of what they were thinking before. One of the positives of being a holistic life coach is that I create my own schedule. It's not a 9-to-5 job, so my hours are up to me. I schedule clients when I want to schedule clients. So being a holistic life coach isn't all easy. There are definitely some really big challenges that come with it. The first challenge of being a holistic life coach is finding suitable clients. Now, one, I'm not the best life coach for everyone. I've got a certain niche of people who are great for me to work with. For example, I work really well with women in corporate or women who are transitioning into a new career. Someone might come to me who just doesn't fit my range of expertise, and then they're not going to be a good client for me. Another component of finding a suitable client is that the client has got to want to change. And so some people might come to me and say, oh, I absolutely love my days as a holistic life coach. It starts off when I wake up in the morning with my morning routine. It's so important to have a morning routine and morning ritual that you have so that you can share with your clients that this is the kind of thing that I do. Now, it varies when I travel, but more or less, it's about 2 hours long. The components of my morning ritual include some sort of movement, whether it be yoga or physical exercise, a meditation that's either seated or guided, a cup of coffee, because caffeine fuels me. And also, I love the taste of the coffee, and it's just this great gift that I give myself in the morning. I also have a journaling practice, which is either something that I'm feeling in the morning, or perhaps it's just writing my gratitudes. Either way, there's always an aspect of my morning ritual where I'm expressing gratitude so that I can start my day off really, really positive. Then I have an amazingly healthy breakfast because it's important to be well-rounded. Usually I like to eat, depends on the weather, but in the wintertime I have oats, and in the summertime it's usually a green smoothie. From here, I go into my emails. So I don't start my emails until after I've done all of my morning rituals, which again is about 2 hours long. I get into emails and I look and I see what's absolutely important and needs to be answered right away and what can I get to later. I have a set time that I go through my emails, and that's about 2 hours long. And that's when I get to all of the things that absolutely need to be handled. And then if I can get to things that, emails that don't absolutely need to be handled during that time frame, I do that as well. I spend a good portion of my day writing. So that's at least an hour, but on my better days, it's about 3 hours. And then on any given day, I'm also seeing between 2 and 4 clients. So that's between, for every client, I spend about a half an hour beforehand reviewing their file and taking a look at anything that I might want to offer them. So each 1 hour client takes about an hour and a half of time. Another thing that I do is I always make sure that I have a healthy dinner. I don't necessarily actually eat lunch, but I do always have a great dinner. And sometimes I go out and I socialize and I'll have dinner with a friend. I make sure that there's always social interaction that's part of my day. Sometimes it can be in the form of going to the gym with friends, but there's always something where I'm connecting with other people outside of my clients. And then at night, I've got an evening ritual. So again, it's important for us to take care of ourselves as coaches. In the evening time, I make sure that I do my own meditation again. And I also outline some things for the next day that I absolutely need to get done. I start with 3 things that absolutely need to happen the next day so that when the next day comes around, I'm not thinking about, what do I need to do today? I already know from the night before. And then I get a great night's sleep. I hope I've given you a balanced view on what it's like to be a holistic life coach. If you want more, it's true that right now I'm Instagramming you. So you can check out the daily stories that I film on Jordana is Yoga to see what it's like to be a holistic life coach and to see a little bit of my humor. I'm sort of funny sometimes. Thank you so much. Namaste. Take a deep breath and have the best day ever.